This is the view as Israel opened a new international airport outside its Red Sea resort of Eilat, hoping to boost winter tourism from Europeans and provide an alternative for times of conflict to its main gateway in Tel Aviv. Leaning on the Jordanian border some 19 kilometers north of Eilat, Ilan and Asaf Rahman airports cost $500 million and will replace the city's cramped municipal airport, as well as Ovda, an Israeli desert airbase that also accommodates civilian traffic. The airport is named after an Israeli astronaut lost in the 2003 space shuttle disaster and his eldest son, who died in a 2009 Air Force accident. The single runway Ramon is designed for wide-body planes and an annual capacity of 2.5 million passengers.
Planes will come here from the south, from the east, and from the north. This is a huge change in Israel's accessibility and its international standing.
Ramon is also designed to take any plane rerouted from Ben Gurion Airport near Tel Aviv. At the opening, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke to the control tower while on the airplane, speaking to Airport Control Tower and saying,
Ramon, this is Akia 763. We are very moved to be on the first flight to Ramon Airport. We see you clearly. The airport is very important vis-a-vis our national security, the development of the Negev and Elliot area.
Ramon is 200 kilometers from Gaza and 370 kilometers from Lebanon. It is at a safe remove from Islamist insurgents in the Egyptian Sinai and has a security fence built as a precaution against shoulder-fired missile attacks from Jordan. Red Sea neighbor Jordan and Egypt may also benefit from transit tourists landing here.
I told you that it's an airport, that it is going to be a regional airport, and if some of our tourists are going to Aqaba or to Taba, it's great. It means that the area is quiet, so people are coming, and people from Aqaba are coming to us. And people from that are arriving to this airport will go to the area. It's okay, wonderful.
Eilat has seen a big revival in tourism since 2015, when Israel offered airlines $70 per passengers brought on direct flights from abroad to Ovda. Taxes and fees were also scrapped for 3 years to lower fares. This lured airlines such as Ryanair, which has a 50% market share, to Eilat for its winter flights, and Wizz Air, which is next at 18%. Lufthansa began non-stop flights to Eilat in October.
I mean, people come down to Eilat to be able to enjoy the beaches, enjoy the diving, enjoy the beautiful sea. I think opening up Eilat and opening up the airport in Eilat gives Israel another opportunity to bring more visitors to a place that I think is often neglected. A lot of people spend time in Jerusalem and in northern Israel, but more people should be coming here.
The crossing between Jordan and Israel is also close by, and a taxi driver feels the crossing profits the bordering nations.
A lot of tourists go straight either to Jordan or Egypt. They don't even enter this place. It is a crossing point, and our country is the one paying for it.
Tourism from Russia, Hungary, Poland and Lithuania via Ovda Airport has been especially brisk.
"33,000 feet up in the cloudless sky, passengers sitting or sleeping and probably enjoying the journey, eating a meal or powering through the movie channels. Here are 5 more weird things to think about when you fly. On land, water boils at 100 degrees. On a plane, however, the reduced pressure interferes with the boiling process and the water starts to boil at around 90 degrees. This is why it's hard to get a good tasting coffee when you're thousands of feet in the air. It's true, food does taste different when you're flying, Passengers are more dehydrated on a plane than when they're on the ground. The atmosphere dries out the mouth, nose, and also the taste buds. And as the plane climbs higher, the change in air pressure numbs about a third of the taste buds, causing food to taste bland. And that's according to experts. Each company has their own internal and unique rules. However, there's one rule identical for all of them. The first and the second pilots, without any exceptions, must eat different dishes. The first pilot eats the food given in the first and in the business class, while the second is served with separate dishes. Thereby, airlines are reducing the risk of poisoning of all crew, leaving no one to fly the plane. Samoa Air, a South Pacific carrier, was the first to announce that they were to start charging passengers based on their weight. This sparked a debate on how overweight passengers should be treated when flying. It's still a grey area, but subsequently, Southwest and also American Airlines currently state on their website that you must buy 2 seats if you cannot fit into one. The wings are designed to move in this way, and this movement is entirely normal because what is happening is that the upward and downward movements of the plane's aluminium alloy body are rippling out along the wings. The tips of a large airliner wing, which can be 30 meters long, can move up and down as much as 3 meters during flight. This may seem very worrying, but is well within their tolerance for bending. The important thing to remember is that no modern aircraft has ever been brought down by turbulence, although passengers have been injured or even killed, either because they weren't wearing seat belts and hit their heads on the ceiling, or because heavy luggage fell out of the overhead lockers. Turbulence is caused by sudden change, either in temperature or wind direction in the outside air, and is entirely normal. As for the lightning, pilots are able to avoid most storms and fly around or above them.
Bamboo Airways plane on tarmac, ready for its inaugural flight. Passengers board and it's straight to their seats as some tuck their luggages away. Then flight attendants show passengers the safety leaflet. Time for safety demonstrations. All this takes place as Bamboo Airways launched its long-delayed maiden commercial flight to become the 5th Vietnamese airline, heightening competition in the aviation sector of the Southeast Asian nation, which is emerging as a popular tourist destination. The startup airline, owned by property and leisure firm FLC Group, operated 8 domestic flights its first day, with the inaugural flight landing at Hanoi's Noi Bai International Airport at 8:30 local time. Bamboo Airways signed a provisional deal in July 2018 to buy 20 Boeing 7879 wide-body jets worth $5.6 billion at list prices, and a memorandum of understanding in March 2018 with Airbus for up to 24 A320 NEO narrow-bodied aircraft.
This is where we disembark on this flight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Bukola Joe Oketumbi.